All right. Can you guys hear me? Got a brand new headphones on. Is this better? I just started, man, and my mic's been fucked up the whole time. You have not missed a single thing. Don't worry. How the fuck is this still too loud? I've never had a problem with my audio, and now it's the worst ever. Okay, there we go. All right, we're good now. Now it's low. All right, is this better? Good grief. I'm not. Good God, dude. All right, there we go. For the last 10 minutes, if you've been here the whole time, I apologize. I guess we're doing audio testing today. Jesus Christ. My bad, guys. That's funny. I can barely hear. Turn your fucking head. Turn your fucking shit up then, my friends. Good grief. All right. I'm going now. I'm going now. We're going to start. No more good and stuff. All right, let's get into this shit. So first thing I want to show everybody, let's get right into, we're going to get into Ape. We're going to get into Lou. We'll get into, there's this video going around, and everybody thinks this involves fucking phase 6, and it doesn't. Hold on, I've been sent to it like 6,000 times. Let me just find. Randall's looking at it. No, somebody sent me it. I know I should have found it before. Whatever. There's this video going around talking about the derivatives and how the margins are pushed off until April 23rd or whatever. That is, it's not even close to correct. This is one of the problems with everybody on YouTube right now. Everybody is reading shit, but they don't read anything, dude. You sound far away. How is my audio still fucked? Is this better? I turned it way up. Sounds like it's 2007. Alright. I'm about to shut this fucking video off, redo this shit, and get my audio fixed. And what is going on? Good God. Now it's perfect? Okay. Jesus, man. Alright. Let's get into this thing. So everybody was talking about this thing getting pushed off and moving into April 23rd, and all these guys are getting out of margin requirements, and oh my God, they're pushing the can down the road, and it's not even close to true. So this rule that he's talking about is, it literally 100% talks about mortgage-backed assets. Where the fuck is it? Yeah, so this is basically 100% about mortgage-backed. Here you go. It talks about, they filed about this filing, and it talks about adjustable rate mortgages. It talks about covered agent transactions. It talks about collateralized mortgage obligations. This talks about a whole bunch of stuff that has nothing to do with what we're doing in the stock play. This is going to hurt them. This is just going to hurt them. And sounds like, God, is this really that bad? Whatever. I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to try and fix my mic here too at the same time. So, yeah, like I said, this has nothing to do with the stock market play. This is going to do with mortgage-backed securities, mortgage-backed assets, and adjustable rates like that, because what's going on, as you guys can see, is if you look at, somebody tweeted it today. Let me just pull up my fucking, I had it tweeted earlier. Like I was telling you guys about 2 months ago with the housing market, you're going to start seeing massive problems in the housing market because nobody's able to afford any of these fucking houses. There's no way anyone can buy this stuff. The average price, as we saw, I'm going to do, is $500K, as we know. And as you guys can see, it's always raising rates, raising rates, raising rates. That is your solution to having poor people get houses. No one's going to get them. The Federal Reserve, as we know, have feds. They have 2.8 trillion in mortgage-backed securities. Now, earlier in the year, you guys remember how the Federal Reserve was talking about how they expected about a $900 billion loss? Well, that's from these mortgage-backed securities. And the thing is what I'm starting to see, and you're seeing in the supplies, and you're seeing everywhere else, is they're going to have to start lowering prices. There's no way that they can keep this up. You guys can see we're starting to already go up, up, up. It's getting into the 2000, 2008, 2009 level. Like I said, we're getting back into the same territory that we're in before. It's the same crap, dude. But the only difference, the feds have been bailing them out by trillions of dollars. When people are defaulting on their mortgages, the feds are there to go ahead and buy it out. This is already 2.8 trillion in bailouts. And then what they're also doing is doing mortgage-backed securities through the repos, and then they're buying back the treasuries from those repos. So the Federal Reserve are fucking doing nothing but aiding all of this bullshit. It's retarded. And my buddy, as I point to this almost every day, I love this guy. Like I said, I love this guy's. If you guys don't have him, Occupy the Feds, man. This dude, I do it almost every single stream. This guy has nothing but just straight facts, dude. This is nothing but facts on going on with treasuries, the Federal Reserve, and like I was showing you right here, they already bought back 13.3 billion in treasuries again. So as you guys can see, they continuously bail them out without asking us. That's what all of these programs are. It's just a complete shit show with the Federal Reserve and with these banks. And we're going to get into all these banks. We're going to get into phase 6. And the reason I'm talking about this is that you're going to see in the housing market, like I said, it's unstable. Nobody is buying. The only people that were buying, you had BlackRock buying up a whole bunch of things. You have the feds buying up mortgage-backed securities that we're defaulting on. It's slowing down. You guys saw BlackRock took a massive loss today. If you guys saw, where's Wales here? I know a whole bunch of people are posting this up too, but you guys are seeing Citadel. They're taking losses. Everybody's taking losses. Melvin Capital. There was that. I mean, you're literally seeing hedge fund after hedge fund after hedge fund taking losses. This is what we need to start seeing. A lot of these assets that these banks have, that are these mortgages, like I said, you're going to start seeing these going down. The price has to start coming down. You're going to have to either see a crash. Like I said, the supply is going up. It's going up. It's going up. And even Wales, they're talking about today. They're talking about and not only that, you're seeing Wells Fargo. They're lowering their mortgage unit drastically. They're drastically shrinking their mortgage empire. Like I said, they're going to have a market. The housing market is going to have to come crashing down. There's no way that this is sustainable. There's just no way. Which is going to put pressure on these banks because these feds are not going to be able to continuously bail them out. You're going to have phase 6 and the COVID exemption and whoops, sorry. And start because the exemption ends and phase 6 starts, and that is on September 1st, which as you guys see is getting near. There is gonna be, yeah, we'll get into Lou in a second, guys. Trust me. I know he's only on Twitter. I don't know if Occupy has a YouTube. I honestly don't know. He might have one. I don't think so. But all they do is talk. They literally monitor the feds. That's it. Every day they put up what the feds are doing. That's all they do is track them. Like I said, I love this account. This is one of the best accounts I follow. But as you guys can see, like we were saying with here's the F13. If you guys want to check it out for Citadel, they had about 17,000 before, and they lost about 96 billion in their value. So, like I said, guys, there's a lot of stuff going on here behind the scenes. And yeah, we'll get into this fucking clown here in a second. Like I said, guys, I love getting into loot talk. We'll get into the loot talk. We'll get into all that stuff here in a second. But let's get back into these houses. We'll get into Adam Aaron. We're gonna get into a whole bunch of shit with the ape dividend again. I know I said I'd stop talking about it, but it's like every single day you got Lou, you got all these people just saying stupider stuff about it. And it's just getting annoying. So we'll go over a lot of the crap that they were talking about, and it's just so stupid. And then with Ken Griffin, we're gonna get into Ken Griffin here today too, because a lot of people Ken Griffin sees the writing on the wall, you guys. Everybody sees the writing on the wall. You see, like I said, they're taking hits. Ken Griffin, he moved out of Florida. He lost the election in Chicago, even after shelling out all those millions of dollars. So what does he do? He goes out to Florida. Why? Because of the homestead. They can basically make it so they cannot get these taken away. You make it your main house. So what he did, he went out and bought a house for himself, and then he gifted his mother a house. So those can be considered their primary residence. And that is how he gets around the rule, and that is how he can keep some of his assets. And that's why he's buying such expensive fucking real estate out in Florida. Because, no matter what, they can at least keep this stuff. So Ken Griffin, like I said, he sees the writing, man. We all see the writing. They're doing all this shady shit, man. It's just ridiculous. This ape thing is an amazing thing going forward. We all said we needed a giant catalyst to happen, and I believe that this ape is that catalyst. The regulators, they weren't going to do shit. As we all know, the regulators, the DTCC, are the corrupt pieces of shit banks and the market makers. That is literally who is the DTCC. So why the fuck would they ever do anything? As we all see, SEC, all they do is watch porn and slap, pennies on $1 billion fines. Or on $1 billion fucking heists. Because that's what they are. That's what these are. And that's literally what's going on. If we do something like this, it's a fucking heist, it's a fucking bank robbery, it's 50 years. These guys don't even get anything. They get slaps on the wrist. You got FINRA, who literally goes, we want to delay the CAT system. Bullshit. The final stage, because that's the final stage of the CAT system, is the only thing that I've given a fuck about the CAT system. The final stage of the CAT system, it was it's .E for the phase. It is customer information and venue ID. So this is a big fucking deal. This is going to tell them who owns what stock. This also adds EIN numbers, so it shows what company has that stock that is being traded at that exact moment, which should stop spoofing. Because if they go, all right, and they have this information, they can say, why are two companies, because we have their EIN numbers attached to all this, trading back and forth? Why, God forbid that. We don't want to stop fucking spoofing, which that would definitely do. On top of that, customer information. Why would we want to know? And you don't need to DRS your share. Why do you need to DRS your shares if FINRA, their auditing system, knows during the trade in this final stage what person gets it? Because what this does is it attaches a broker ID and a customer ID. So what it can do is it goes, all right, this trade goes to this broker, to this customer at that moment. So they now know, they have it on record, on file, what customer got that trade. So there's CAT system going on, but the final phase E is what it does the customer ID, and what does the broker ID, and that's a big fucking deal. Pull up Uncle Fester's latest video. I'm not going to pull up his video, but I do want to show. We'll get into this quick before we even get into fucking Lou here. The fucking Jesus Christ, Lou. Alright. This is going around again for the second time. Hard FUD today. There's this guy, his name's something George. George Donahue, this guy. He's trying to say, oh, they made a new derivatives market fucking for AMC and Ape stock, and it's called AMC1, and that's not the case, and this guy will not back down, and these are the accounts. It's like, dude, if you're wrong, just fucking drop it. You don't need to sit there and keep showing everyone. All right, I emailed them. Okay, you emailed them, and it said exactly what the hell it said. This is a rebalance for current option plays. Otherwise, people would get fucked over when they do the split. That's all it is. Yes, they can get Ape if they do this. And yes, it's 100 shares of Ape and 100 shares of AMC. But it's because it's a split. It's a dividend split. You would be fucking over everybody who's on current options for that play. It's not making a brand new, there's not a new AMC 1 option chain that these people can start buying in after the dividends issued. You have to do a rebalance or you would fuck over everybody else. That's all it is. And it's like I said, yes, they can get 100 shares of APE, but who cares? They should. It's a rebalance. They technically lost half of their option play because of the split. So yes, you should have that option. It's not that crazy of a concept to understand. But now that that's done, let's get into fucking Uncle Festers here, as everyone likes to call him. Let's get into Lou for a second, because this is just fucking ridiculous, dude. This guy A is the most watched fucking person ever in our movement. And everyone, you guys can sit there and come up to me and say, oh, it's for entertainment and blah, blah, blah. But it's not entertainment, you guys, when he puts up a video and my DMs have 1,000 DMs and it's flooded because Lou said, and people are truly panicking. It's a problem. They're not all watching this fucking clown. They're not watching this fucking idiot for entertainment. They're literally listening to this fucking clown. This guy... What the fuck's this stupid shit? This guy... I mean, look at this. Over the weekend. This is over the fucking weekend alone. Had like 20 fucking videos. 24 fucking videos. Over the weekend. But this guy bitches and does nothing but complain about YouTubers getting a $5 super chat when this fucking clown is making $2,000 a day stirring up bullshit in the community. This guy has ties with JP Morgan. Why are you listening to this fucking clown? Why even put this fucking guy in your mind? This guy's a piece of shit. The definition of a piece of shit. He half-asses anything. He never shows you a single piece of evidence. He never shows you a filing. He never shows you a document. Do you not notice every video is this? It's my face. We're not going to stand for this. You guys, this is fucking ridiculous. This is what I'm saying. The fact he has this is on us. Don't even watch him for entertainment. There's other forms of entertainment out there. More people watch this piece of shit because they see he's got 87,000. This motherfucker must be one of the top dogs in AMC. Oh, everybody, sell your shit. Never putting money into sleep again. Monday, I'm selling. This is the 75th day he's sold. This is the 100th day he's deleted Twitter. He's attacked. I don't even care whether you like Tara, whether you don't. The fact that the guy instantly called her a bitch because she fucking pretty said it wasn't even this. I can't even remember what she said, but it was fucking like, whoa, bro. Like I said, it's just ridiculous, dude. All she said was, Adam Aaron isn't this bad. And all this motherfucker does is attack Adam Aaron over this dividend. And let's just get into the simple fucking things of this dividend. Because the shit he says is so fucking clueless, it's stupid. 1. Shorts lose voting rights when they sell their shares short, when they borrow their share out. So they lose voting rights. Okay? So for him to say, 5 followers for the missus, thank you, appreciate that. Shorts will gain voting power. They will gain voting power through APE. We'll crack this one down right away. Which means shorts need to now buy as much as their short position in APE just to have their original amount of votes. Now they need to go out and buy more than fucking retail after that. Now, there's not ever going to be that much APE even available to do that. Now, it's so dumb and so fucking ridiculously uneducated to say that they will ever outgain voting rights with us. One, there won't be that much. Two, if he dilutes the stock that much, AMC will have made fucking like 10 to 15 billion dollars diluting the fucking ape type shit. One thing, everybody sits there and I just don't understand it. All right, let's talk about Adam Aaron for a minute. Let's just break Adam Aaron down. Why do I trust Adam Aaron? Why the fuck do I think Adam Aaron gives a shit about us? Why do I think he wants to squeeze? Why do I think Adam Aaron gives a fuck at all? Okay. Oh my god, people, this is crazy. All right. Now, I don't sit there. You guys know I fucking hate rich pieces of shit. You fucking know I do. Finfella, thank you again, appreciate it. I don't like anybody unless they show me that I can fucking that they have my interest at heart in some form or fashion, or they show me that at that moment our interests align to where we need to fucking come together. Now, let's break down Adam Aaron. Let's break down Ryan from GME. Everybody sits there and goes, all right, let's break down what the movement has asked for, okay? Give us a dividend. You did it. Okay? Sure. Done. Give us a way to pay off AMC's debt. Just did with 8. When you read his tweets, this is what I don't understand with people. Everybody like Lou and all this shit, they sit there and they take this shit in such fucking crazy directions when he literally tells you guys he needs to come out and fucking answer us right now. Literally not even an hour later he goes, okay, let me come out and answer how fucking dumb Lou is. Like I said, you guys, there's so much shit, and then he says the exact same fucking things I'm telling you guys. Adam Aaron's best interest, it's not to help out hedge funds. It's not to go through another fucking hostile takeover. It's not to fucking he's gonna take he can make so much more, you guys, in this play alone. Hedge funds can't even come up and offer him what he needs. They're not gonna come up and give him $1 billion. Maybe, but can they afford that at this fucking point? We don't even know. There's so much other shit that's happening. Phase 6, they have so many other things to worry about. Dude, this Phase 6, I do not think people get how powerful Phase 6 is. I just don't think you guys, like, I think I need to make more Phase 6. I need to get back into Phase 6 videos. Like, you guys, this is the thing. Phase 6 is the biggest fucking thing that I have talked about for literally 2 years. This is the thing I've said for 2 years. I don't give a fuck about any SEC files. I don't give a fuck about any DTCC ruling. I don't give a fuck. Because no matter what, when that file is approved in the United States, let's be real about it. When that's approved, it's approved because it's one, been pushed off or rewritten, or another proposal in the back end that you're not paying attention to was changed to allow loopholes. Let's be honest. That's what's going on. It's fucking a complete shit show. It's a fucking joke. It is the most corrupt piece of shit I've ever seen. And what is FINRA? What is FINRA truly? What are these guys? What are these regulators? The SEC. What are they really? In all honesty, what they are is a fake fucking excuse to show the US government and fucking and the people, we don't need your regulations. We don't need to be watched or regulated. We got it all set up here. It's just a sham. We know it. We see the fucking fines. Not only that, I've shown you proof. I've shown you numbers. I've showed you breakdowns. They only took 44% of SEC fines were collected last year. 44% of these small slap on the wrists. Only 44%, not even half, were fucking actually taken. It is a sham. It's a shit show. I showed you guys the banks. We have went over all... In one of my videos, I went over almost every violation of the banks. They have 7,000 violations since 2012 to 2021. 7,000 crimes were committed. 7,000. What the fuck? They should be in fucking federal prison. Everyone who works at those banks, every fucking executive. Period. 7,000? You go ahead and you commit what, 2-3 crimes? You're in some serious prison time. They can do 7,000, and I showed you this was only between 10 banks. 10 banks. 10. What the fuck? 10. And that's what we know of. Like, literally, what the fuck, dude? Now, phase 6, the only reason I give a shit. The rest of the world fucking can't stand us. You guys think the rest of the world likes us? No. China, Russia, they all fucking hate us. They're trying to get out of us. Today, Occupy the Fed showed China's trying to get as much shit out of us as they fucking can, dude. They want to get the fuck out of it. Everyone sees the writing on the wall in the United States. The corruption, the bullshit. They see us fucking hitting us through fucking inflation swaps. They got fucking inflation swaps. You got fucking currency swaps. I can go fuck your shit up over. You can screw other countries over. You think they fucking want us? They fucking hate us. They know we're fucking them over. They're the ones getting fucked. They're getting strong-armed all the time. Phase 6 will not be delayed, dude. Phase 6 will be monitored by a third party and will be monitored by the World Bank along with central banks around the world. So, everyone has access to the same data. Let's say they're trying corruption on some bullshit. China and Russia are fucking doing it. Everyone in the world has access to see it. They know. It's harder than you guys think to go, let's fucking go ahead and do corruption when everyone fucking sees it. Everyone watches it. The World Bank, they don't want to fucking sit there and be they're not going to be fucking, oh yeah, we'll let you get away, but with it, not them. It's not the DTCC. The DTCC will never, ever do what is necessary. Never. They will do what I showed you every time. They will do GameStop every time. Every time. In that GameStop report, there was 21.9 or 7 or whatever it was billion forgiven. And that was in margin fees. Now, what you call this is called a maintenance margin, okay? Sorry, I know my spelling's not fucking good. That's the one thing I love about the computers. It does it for me. This is called a maintenance margin. It watches your fees and your margin requirement fees to be basically part of the DTCC. It's your maintenance requirement. Now, they forgave that. You guys aren't even talking about what Robinhood, what Citadel, and all these Virtue, they would have been portfolioed, margined, which is a whole new set of margins. Which, who the fuck knows? Because if they couldn't pay their fucking, if they couldn't pay their fees, that means they would have no longer been able to meet their portfolio margin requirements. Which means they would have got another margin requirement on their portfolio, which means liquidation, which means fucking, at that time, you could have fucking potentially had Citadel die in your MOAS. And you should have. And that is why I've told you guys in all of these fucking streams every time. The day you saw that fucking GameStop report, that should have been it. They admitted to you guys. You won. Your MOAS happened. And the DTCC said, nah, forget about it. Robinhood, with their payment for order flow prices, because of the way that they had their payment for order flow set up, because of the way it was created, their payment for order flow was not done correctly. It was done to the point, motherfucker, it was done to the point where Citadel would have owed so much to Robinhood for their payment for order flow commission or rebates, because of the way it was structured, that is why you had Vlad and all these emails and about, oh, I got to get a hold of Citadel. About Citadel. They want to talk to me about the fees. You remember those emails? It's because Citadel couldn't afford Robinhood's payment for order flow structure rebates at the time. Now, let's think about this. DTCC board members, we've gone over this, but let's look at it one more time because it will show the whole picture for anyone who's brand new. The fuck? Now, if you haven't seen this, the people, the banks that do the margins, the banks that are in ISDA, that are able to push it through the derivatives market and are able to hide bullshit assets, which is why there's over $2 quadrillion in the derivatives market in bullshit, hypothecated assets. Okay? Because what they do is they sit there and do what they did before. They just repackage shit, move it on, move it off. The DTCC. Why did Citadel not get margin called? It can't be because Citadel's part of the fucking people who would have done it. Oh, good old David Ings. Citadel. Why the fuck can he be on there? Why didn't Virtue get fucking blah blah blah? Oh, Virtue's on the board of directors. Oh, JP Morgan, you mean the bank that is the most corrupt bank in the entire world? Well, don't worry. We ended up giving them actually 3 positions on the board. Where the fuck are the other 2 idiots? JP Morgan Chase. I know there's more. Oh, there's another one. I know there's another idiot from JP Morgan. No, it's Morgan Stanley's the other one. But there's 3. Maybe I was thinking Morgan Stanley. Maybe I saw that. Either way, Goldman Sachs, it's literally the pieces of shit doing it all. So, phase 6 is where I say the regulators are going to be regulated. Phase 6 is regulating regulators for the first time. On top of it, it will also regulate family offices, smaller ones, the ones that should have been like Archegos, as I showed you in those other articles. The COVID exemption made it so they would not act on margins from phase 5. So when phase 5 happened, it is why everyone's like, well, phase 5 happened, nothing happened. Well, yeah, there was a COVID exemption that took place that made it so they wouldn't act on the margin requirements. That's gone. Now they're not only going to act on the margin requirements from phase 6, which is the smaller people who manage. Buddy, holy crap. Give me that, please. Why are you always eating my shoe? Welcome to level 1, message reacted. Why we react message deleted? Grandpa, only delete stuff if people are spam and shit. Otherwise, dude, I didn't see what he said. But, what was he saying? Oh, yeah, phase 6. So all those people that got away from it on phase 5, they're going to come after them. Phase 6. Now, these are the smaller banks. These are the smaller market makers. These are not people that can sit there and afford to be margin called. On top of that, they're going to be $50 million threshold per master agreement, which that means they cannot sit there and afford, like fucking the Archegos douchebag did, Huang, to take a $1 billion position and turn it into $160 billion in leverage because of this bullshit ass derivatives market, because of phase 6, because these fuckers are not watched, because the guys that are writing and agreeing to the master agreements are the DTCC fucking pieces of shit trash, who are the fucking crap pieces of waste of life that destroyed the fucking stock market in 2008 and are allowing and doing all the corruption themselves. Everyone on this fucking page right here needs to be in fucking federal prison for the rest of their life because they're all the fucking biggest pieces of shit on this planet. Period, dude. I hope every one of you fucking douchebags get what you coming to you, and I can't fucking wait. And when we get a whole bunch of money, we'll make sure every one of you fuckers get treated the way that we would get treated if we stole a fucking candy bar too many times. Pieces of fucking shit, dude. God, I fucking hate these losers. Now, let's get back into the AA thing because we got way off topic. Now, why do I like AA and trust AA? And you guys know I don't like trust. I'm sorry, I get a little sweary when I talk about the banks. I don't fucking hate anyone in the world more than banks. I don't. They're the worst pieces of shit on this fucking planet. They do nothing for you but steal. The average interest rate in a savings account is 0.03%, which means that if you put money inside of your account to try and gain wealth, you cannot gain wealth. It means it is impossible to continuously gain wealth through the bank unless you are continuously depositing, which that's just saving. 0.003% is nothing compared to inflation, which means that you're losing money by having it sit in your bank account. Because when you have, what do they give you at the end of the year? Oh, I gave you $3.10 because you let me borrow $10,000. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So what do you do to build generational wealth, to build your future, to be able to retire? You say, well, I got to get a 401k, which guess what? Now the banks control in the stock market, and all they do with your 401k money is use it to fucking make themselves rich. Then you go and you find out that the United States has more debt to the public . The United States debt is to pension funds, 401, all this shit. They just borrow from us and they don't give a fuck. Mutual funds, pension funds, state and local government, insurance companies, savings bonds, they don't give a fuck. We're going to take it from you, and when you're old enough to go ahead and cash out on it, sorry, it's not there. Oh, by the way, we're going to go ahead and grab from Social fucking Security. We're going to borrow the Treasury. Think about this. You have the fucking pieces of shit who can issue the Treasury notes and bonds, which they can borrow from, and then they can go ahead issue a reverse repo to issue more of those treasury bonds, which the fucking Federal Reserve, which I just showed you, is buying the bonds back. So it's like a fucking revolving circle of corruption. It's a revolving circle of fucking corruption. The United States tries to make it go, we have $30 trillion in debt. And what do they teach you in school? China's got this fucking massive amount of United States debt. And they make it sound like all these fucking countries, man, these countries all over 30 trillion in debt. Do you want to know why your government tells you there's no... They say all the time, the United States debt doesn't fucking matter. They don't give a fuck. It is no rush. It's no worries. Want to know why it's no worries? Because they're borrowing it from fucking you. They're in no rush to pay you back. They don't give a fuck. They owe that debt to you, and they're sitting there telling you it's no big deal that they're not paying this back or reducing the fucking national debt? The fuck? Like, literally, what the fuck? Here's your debt. Here's your fucking foreign debt out of your 30 trillion. China's got so much. They have $1 trillion in debt. Look what we've sent to Ukraine. We have already sent Ukraine like fucking, we're just shelling out the billions to Ukraine. 100 billion to Ukraine, basically. Just who gives a fuck? We can print out $1 trillion if we want China's debt gone. Who gives a fuck? This is what I'm saying. This shit's a fucking joke, dude. Now, why do we like AA? We wanted him to give us a dividend. Done. Give us a way to pay off the debt. Done. Don't dilute AMC's stock. Done. And I know everyone's going to go, well, you diluted it fucking blah, 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 and gave it to Mudrick. Now, Mudrick, as we went over extensively, if it wasn't for Mudrick at the time, you would have no AMC to this day. This is when Apollo was trying to tell AMC to declare bankruptcy. AA said, go fuck yourself. He went to Mudrick. He got the $300 million, and it saved fucking AMC. So this Mudrick thing was a huge debt AMC owed that had the moment to pay them back, and they did. It wasn't in a personal attack on apes. It wasn't him trying to fuck the movement. Adam Aron has to put the company first, because if the company dies and he destroys relationships that he might need down the road, what's he wasting his time for? If the company dies, shorts win. And they don't pay taxes on destroying a company. So, that to me was not a big deal. Now guess who Adam Aron owes? Adam Aron now owes apes. He's trying to pay back that debt. Now, let's get into more stuff that Adam Aron did that we wanted. Accept crypto. Okay. He accepted Apple. He accepted crypto. Respond to us. Well, every time you guys have a question, what does Adam Aron do? He puts out a fucking 70 fucking thing tweet. Here he puts out the day of, he goes, just to make sure nobody blows up, here's a 14 thread fucking tweet, dude, on everything you guys need to know. A couple days later, all right, here's some more information. A couple days later, here's some more information. Well, here he goes, well, we got more YouTube children like Lou who don't understand anything. Let's talk about it, and here you go. So he responds to us. listen to our ideas. Everybody says all the time, listen to us. He literally says he has a book full of our ideas. A book full of our ideas. Sitting next to his fucking desk. So he listens and reads every one of your ideas. He has joined a space call and literally talked about it. And had conversations with people about ideas for the company. He found a way to pay off debt through Ape. He found a way to give everybody, expose shorts. Literally in his tweet, this talks about how this should expose shorts. This should do everything you guys want. Everything. The penny FUD, everything, dude. Like everything he comes on, he talks to you guys about. Talks about smart dilution, which I will get into in a second, which is why I tell you guys this loose shit is just so hilariously childish. It's stupid. Like I said, tell me something, you guys, Adam Aron doesn't do that you guys want him to fucking do. This now is a way to expose synthetics. Now, one of the things I want people to understand, because this is a massive deal and nobody seems to fucking care about it. This is why I want AMC to pay their debt off before a squeeze, or why I think it will cause a squeeze. This is why I would rather have AMC pay their debt off in dilution through Ape than exposing all these synthetics instead. Because if you pay off AMC's debt, AMC's at this point where you guys are seeing their numbers. We've already passed the point where we were all of last year, okay? In box office. We're halfway through August. This is going to be about 2.5 billion. You've seen every year we're over 2.5 in the box office, you guys. It's back to where movies are back. Netflix every time we come on. Netflix is doing a new article. They're losing more subscribers by the day. I mean, it's literally happening every day. Now in July, they're losing more. Streaming's going down. People are going out. No one gives a shit about monkeypox. Why? Who gives a fuck? It's like, whatever. We know if there's ever a new virus, we got to shut the world down. No one's going to do that shit anymore. It's COVID. Fuck all this stuff. Like, dude, it's time to move on, government. Everyone, like, fuck this stuff, dude. As you can see, the world's opening back up. Problem is, you can see in the economy, it's not a lack of jobs. It's a lack of good paying jobs. It's a lack of people saying, well, fuck it. I can just sit there and get paid by the government, do all these other things, and make basically about the same. These jobs need to fucking, because we sat there forever and ever and ever and said, oh man, if you raise minimum wage, that's stupid as hell. You're just rewarding lazy people. No, if you raise the floor, that raises the ceiling for everybody. Minimum wage should be raising with inflation every year, the cost of living. All of these should start to balance out. But the government, the media, everything everyone follows, what did they do? They had, God, these guys are fucking just lazy. Why the hell should somebody at Taco Bell be able to make a living? They shouldn't be able to get a house. They work at Taco Bell. Have you ever worked at Taco Bell? Those things, have you seen the line at Taco Bell, Cane's, McDonald's, shit? Those fuckers are like 70 cars long for hours. Could you imagine working in those? You have people wanting to punch you. You have people in videos knocking out Taco Bell workers because their shit took too long, dude. I mean, it's literally fucking insane. Hey, Jackson, how you doing? Hey, man, I'm glad you got your YouTube back, buddy. I saw you got that shit taken. That was just crazy, dude. That sucks, man. Sorry you had to go through that, bud. But it's like, man, like I said, this shit is just unfucking real, dude. What is going on with this fucking entire country, dude? Everything is just, it's like everything is out to kill the middle class. Then you find out these fucking IRS workers. They're out to get us, not the... I told you in about a day or two, you're going to see these IRS workers are going to come fucking after us. But I'm not going to get off subject quick. We're going to get back into AA and this stuff here. Because I want to sit there and show... We're going to get to the dividend real quick. Because, I mean, like I said, this dividend is so fucking insane. The options, the abilities that this thing does, dude. And everyone's just sitting there fucking, oh my God. They focus on the dumbest stuff. Oh, he's got 5 billion. Yeah, because when he created them and everything, if you look at the numbers and all the stuff with the preferred stocks and just how it was created, it just happened to equal the 5 billion through math. Oh no. It's not like he goes in there and goes, you know, I'm going to create Ape, but we're going to need about 5 billion shares. Now let's think logically, okay? Adam Aaron releases 5 billion Ape. Well, we're going to go ahead and take Lou's scenario. There's 5 billion Ape. It gets converted over. Now AMC's float is what? 6 billion. It is a float that will never, ever recover. It is a float that would kill the company. It is a float that would make this to where it is worth Rich Greenfield's 1 penny prediction. Then he would be right. What CEO in the world would go, you know, I need a $6 billion float. I mean, a 6 billion share float. I need to destroy my company. No one. Now, every time Adam Aaron talks about dilution, what's he say? Every time. Smart. Smart dilution. It's all about smart dilution. If you do things right, it opens up doors. Okay? Smart diluting on Ape. What does that mean? What do I expect to see? We see the options chain for Ape is not going to be there. Options chain, right off the bat, is gone. There isn't one. I don't know if it's 30. I don't know if they'll do the 60. I don't know if they'll do the 90 day. I don't know, since it's a unit, an equity unit, if they'll even fucking do an options chain. I don't know. They could, but as far as I know, day one, there's no options chain. Market makers can create shorts, mark exempt, and sell to retail to create liquidity. So, is there going to be bullshit? Of course. But what I expect to happen from Ape. As I showed you guys, this is how smart this was, dude. Let me delete all this shit, just because I don't want to keep opening up 70,000 fucking tabs. All right. One thing that brokers have, and it's an addiction, it's a drug. It's fucking more than you guys have hopium. It's more than you guys going, I gotta watch fucking this YouTube video for hopium. It's called rehypothecation. It's a drug to them. It's a disease to these fuckers. They can't fucking get enough of it. Every time they rehypothecate, they make just straight fucking cash. Just straight cash. Now, let's say you're a broker. Let's break this down. What is this stuff? What is this worth? You hear it a lot, but you don't get it. All right, let's say I'm broke. Let's use everybody's favorite piece of shit. Let's use Robinhood. Say we're Robinhood, okay? What do? They're going to go ahead and they're going to create a share. They get their share, okay? They got their share in the thing. And they go, all right, this is what's held at Robinhood. This is the real, this is their real share. This is the count. This is what they send to fucking, what's it called? This is what they'll send on the record date, the record date. This is when you have these brokers. They're like, all right, we have this amount of stuff, this amount of shares, blah, blah, blah. We need this, okay? So this would be their number. So they have their real share, whatever you want to call it. It's not even probably a real share, whatever you want to call it. So they get their share, and they're going to go ahead, and this is in one guy's account, retail number 1, okay? Now, that guy lends it out, okay? He lends it out in the stock borrow program, whatever. So he lends it out, okay? So you have retail 1 with real share 1. Now he borrows that out again. It's the same share. It's also like, think of back in the day when you're in securitization. which is repackaging, the repackagement of assets to be resold. Okay? So this is what happened in the 2008 crisis. They said with all the mortgage-backed securities, they created the tranches through securitization. Okay? Now, they borrowed out, so you got the real share. Now you got the share still here, but you got another retail. Number 2 has it. Retail number 3 has it. Retail number 4 has it, but it's the same one, but they're continuously borrowing out, lending it out, lending it, lending it, lending it. All of a sudden, there's one share to 100 people. Just to make it easy. All of these 100 people expect APE. Why? Because in their account, it says, hey, my AMC shares are, I don't know, whatever you want to do, 1,000. I have 1,000 AMC shares. According to everything else, I need 1,008. Or, it'll be cutting. Whatever. I gotta erase it all now because I can't fucking erase. I don't know why they don't do an eraser on this stupid thing. So now you'll have your 500, and then you'll have your fucking 500 APE. Sorry, I don't know why they don't have any eraser on this stupid thing. Alright, so we're all expecting to get that. You're not gonna have, you're gonna say if I get anything less, what the fuck? You're all gonna get a hold of your broker and say, you owe me APE, or whatever the hell. And they have to pay you that because your position in your portfolio is tied to this. You suddenly can't not get APE because then all of a sudden you would have less value in your portfolio, which means they would have stolen money or stolen a position from you. So, these stupid fucking brokers, through rehypothecation and lending these shares out, now need to buy all of these APE, okay? They have to deliver on these APE. They cannot FTD on these. You're not allowed to do an FTD on this shit. So what they're going to do is the day APE's released, you're going to have market makers, maybe, like I said, they're going to release because they have that ability to create liquidity. They can create a short and just sell it. So you'll have it going, you'll have a small amount of shares. You're going to have people that bought AMC to get this dividend, to maybe say, if it explodes, I'll sell. You're going to have people that have AMC positions that have been in it for a while, maybe selling. You'll have small selling of APE. Small amount. But the buying pressure on APE will be so ridiculously astronomical because you should have brokers buying. You should have shorts buying that need to deliver on this. You're going to have APEs buying. Now, everybody asks, where does the value of APE come from? The value of APE comes from strictly supply and demand. It comes from the fundamentals of what's the fundamentals of APE? It's us. We're the fucking fundamentals of APE. Because as we've shown AMC, we will buy this. We will buy this to pay your debt off if you do the right things by us. And we'll get into ways he can do right with us with debt, share buybacks, and all these things to where by the time he converts, it's smart conversion. Because as Wired pointed out, during the conversion of APE to AMC, the entire float at that exact moment will be done with DRS. Everybody, Adam Aron, that's the other thing he did. Adam Aron, DRS the float. Guess what? On the conversion, he'll go ahead and check that box for you. So any naked shorts on day of conversion are fucked. Now, back to this. So, what I expect to have happen is when APE comes out, you'll have, like I said, a small amount of selling. It'll go down. Obviously, stocks go up and down. But you'll have so much more natural buying pressure. You're with the brokers, with the shorts, with the APEs. You should see a highly volatile stock, just like you see on normal IPOs. This is what I expect. I could be wrong, but logically, this all makes sense. So I expect Ape's price to shoot up. Now, Adam Aaron's going to go. I expect him to pounce on that opportunity. Even if Ape, let's say Ape blows up, because you guys got to understand something with Ape. Also, it's different than a normal IPO as well, because the entire float is issued. Okay? It's already gone. It's already issued out to everybody. So the supply is instantly low. It's instantly super low, which also will make it a highly volatile buying point right away. So if Adam Aaron goes, Ape's up to $100. Think of D-Walk. Think of what the hell was that? Obviously, we don't have 400 billion to put in like that other one that just happened. What the hell was it? The stupid fucking that Chinese bank. I can't remember the stupid thing. What the hell was it? Whatever. And the one that just blew up into like the thousands, piece of crap. 400 billion went into it. The biggest fucking pump and dump Ponzi bullshit ever. Whatever. I expect to see HKD. Yeah. There you go. Thank you. I expect to see something like that, where it's super volatile right away. Now, if Adam Aaron sees that, capitalizes it, does what he says, smart dilution, goes over and goes, all right, now, as he says he's going to do, he admits he's going to do dilution through Ape. It's going to be a way for them. He tells you it. It's coming, guys. It's coming. But done right, if we all hold that dilution will be rewarded and brought back. He tells you through Ape, he will dilute and it will become a way, a resource, a revenue for them. If Ape blows up right away, let's just say it goes to 50 to 100, okay? Let's say all of a sudden Ape goes up to 50 to 100 because Adam Aaron can issue this. And this is key. And this is what I told everybody. Like, everyone's like, oh my God, he doesn't let us vote on him when he issues them. Bigum's, he's out to get us. No. I'm glad he doesn't need to fucking ask. Can you imagine if Ape blows up right away, okay? If Ape explodes right away and he can't wait, he has to wait. He has to wait to issue it and he cannot capitalize on the volatility right away? That would be so stupid, it would hurt us. It would hurt us and the movement. If Adam Aaron made it to where he had to have shareholders vote, it would hurt us, guys. I'm telling you. What he can do, because he doesn't need to wait, he can capitalize right now and go, all right, I issued it 2 days later if he wants. The day of. He can go, all right, I can capitalize and smart dilute. Because my stock right now is worth a vast majority above what its true percent would be. So this is called smart diluting. I can make a shit ton more on my value while it's hot. So what they're doing, okay, so now all of a sudden Ape's 100 to 50 bucks. He does smart dilution. Okay? Ape price. He issues, let's say here he does 100 million. Let's say here he does 50 million. Actually, since it's 6, let's just say he wants to fucking finish it in one. Let's just say he does 125 million. And over here he does 60 million. Okay? This is what I would do if I was on the board of directors. If I was the CEO of fucking AMC right now, this is what I would do. This is literally what I would do. And I haven't went to Harvard, and I haven't done all the shit fucking Adam Aaron is. I haven't saved companies and all this shit. He can go, all right, I just made $6 billion. Okay? AMC share price cut in half from Ape. Now, he only did a 60 million dilution. We will buy, Apes can buy 60 million in what? 3 hours? An hour? 30 minutes? We could buy that so fast it's stupid. Who cares? It's not a big deal. One day later, the float's back to gone. Now, I already showed you. Shorts lose voting rights. Which means the 60 million he added, they can't gain control. Now we control conversion time. Okay? And that was with 60 million shares. That's it. 60 million shares. Now, Adam Aron comes over here. He has $6 billion. Well, actually, he would have $7.2 billion because what he already has in the bank and what he currently has. And he could do, all right, let's pay down, I don't know, $3 billion of our highest rated interest debt. $4 billion. Let's say he does $4 billion actually. He goes, let's pay down $4 billion of our highest rated interest debt. We'd still have like $2 billion left over, whatever, but that's not that big of a fucking deal. He now has 3.2. He could say, let's do 1.2 billion in share buybacks since it's half price, which smashes AMC's price, kills short thesis, saves company. As he's shown you guys before, which we'll get into this down the road, his interests align with us also. So now, he, like I said, diluted it. 60 million, raised 4 billion, did 1.2, he still has 2 billion in the bank. He could take 500 million. He can invest. He can upgrade the company. And what does that do? Makes AMC's price fucking skyrocket. What does that do? It puts pressure on shorts. Or it forces margins. There's so much stuff he can do with so little amount of dilution. It's crazy. And this is my point. It's not a big deal. There's no reason to sit there and do 5 billion. There's no reason to do all these childish things people say. There's no way shorts will ever get voting rights over us. Never. It's never going to happen. Lou, you are a child. You are a grown man. Act like it. You're a fucking child. You don't know shit, and I hope somebody sues you. You sit here and you give financial advice, you create fear and FUD amongst the community, and that's all you do. You don't ever show an fucking anything. No filings, nothing, dude. You never prove your shit. One of your DDs in one of your videos literally was, I heard at a fucking table at a restaurant. 2 people say this will happen, and everyone ate it up. Guys, stop watching Lou. We gotta stop watching pieces of shit. Stop giving fuckers platforms. Matt Kors. Right here. I hope you feel like a piece of shit for what happened with that Martin Shkreli crap. Martin Shkreli, you're a fucking faggot, dude. You are the biggest piece of shit on this planet, dude. I hope you got raped in prison. I really do. You're a piece of shit. The fact you pulled the crypto fucking bullshit with your wallet, your magic hidden wallet, you're a fucking loser. Matt Coors, stop giving this fucking piece of shit a platform. The fact you made a video, you hang out with him, you bring him into the community. You're a fucking loser, dude. You guys are fucking losers. Get over your clout and bullshit. It's time to grow up, dude. Good grief. Matt Coors is, yeah, he's fucking trash, dude. Like I said, I can't fucking stand that kid. And then he comes out, why don't we sell Ape? Matt Coors is telling people to sell Ape. Lou is bitching, everyone sell Ape. Adam Aaron finally gave us everything we've wanted in one fucking swoop. But I need you guys to sell that. Get rid of the thing Adam Aaron gave us. Like, how fucking dumb? Now, let's say, the first offering of 60 million raised this much. Maybe he even says, fuck it. Why even do 60? He does 100 million when it's at $100. Could you imagine? Also, he turns that into 10 billion. 100 million shares is nothing. This is my point, you guys. It can fly up because of the volatility, because of the options. There's nothing to fuck with it right away, my friends. Like I said, this is fucking legendary shit. And now think about this. By diluting Ape, not only is this smart dilution, every time you... Whoa. Green, the fuck? Every time you dilute Ape, you cancel out that dilution because AMC now gains influx of billions without raising AMC's float size. Which means every time you dilute Ape, AMC's price will go up to offset the dilution. Does that make sense? Because you're getting the benefits of a share offering, but you're not getting the negatives of your float size going up. Yes, AMC was meant to pay off AMC's debt. I believe that 100%. Adam Aaron has said that. Give me about 2 seconds. I just want to read his tweet. He literally says, I really want to read this off. No, it's higher than this. Give me 2 seconds to find this. Like, it's important as fuck. No, okay, let's not again. This. Give me 2 seconds. I'm getting close. Here. Most importantly, Ape gives AMC a vital new currency to pay down debt for M&A and to raise cash if we choose. Like I said, he's telling you the purpose of it. It gives them currency. It gives them the ability. Money opens doors to everything. On top of that, if you guys remember AMC's newsroom, on the release, Adam Aaron says right here, and this is what I keep telling you guys. Where the fuck is you? Right here. Read this. And then after this, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to read the chat for a little bit, because I know I haven't read the chat in a while here, and I apologize. But just want to show you this here. Okay, everybody right here. Read this sentence. Aaron emphasized the dividend of AMC preferred equity unit exclusively to our shareholders is in our opinion, is perhaps the single biggest action we will take in all of 2022 to fundamentally strengthen AMC for the long term. This new preferred equity gives us a currency that can be used in the future to strengthen our balance sheet. So he's telling you this will be used to pay down debt. Check my direct message and Twitter. Thanks for all you do. Did you just send it, Walt? I have so many from today, man. What? Walt, what's your Twitter name, my friend? I'm gonna have too many. A lot of my shit just disappears too. Like I get too many, and then all of a sudden they'll like disappear. Resend it though. But yeah, this new perfect is to use it to strengthen our balance sheet. Blah blah blah. Paying down or raising fresh equity. Right here, he literally says it right here to you guys. It's like doing a share offering to pay down our debt, but it's not a fucking offering because you're not going to lose. You're not going to lose that float size. You're not going to get the downside. And now let's think like a CEO for a minute, okay? Let's think like a CEO. All right. We're at a Marin, okay? I just issued, let's pretend everything okay. Everything goes great, right? Let's pretend, like I said, let's say you issue APE and it just jumps up because, like I said, no option chain. The shorts aren't going to be there like they are. The demand will be there. The brokers that have rehypothecated need to be there. The shorts need to get. There's going to be a fuck ton of demand. The demand will be massive, massive, massive. While the supply has been issued, so it's low, which equals high volatility, especially with no options. Now, let's just pretend everything goes right, okay? You have, APE comes out, it jumps to 100. Let's just pretend Adam Aron does 100 million. We all buy it, blah, blah, blah. People are buying it up like fucking crazy. He makes 10 billion. He now has 11.2 billion. Now, 6 billion of debt done. Debt gone. Okay? You now have 5.2. Now, you do share buybacks. You do share buybacks of whatever you want. You regain, because this is what you guys don't understand about people. AMC went through a hostile takeover, okay? AMC went from one hostile takeover with shorts, with Apollo, with all of these other pieces of shit. And then they went through a hostile takeover with apes. And what do I mean by that? We just voted and denied raises. We just denied share offerings to grow. We don't let them do anything unless unless we think it helps the squeeze. Not that we know if it helps it, we think it helps it. So if we think it helps it, that's all we care about. We don't give a fuck about the company. So in other words, we have hostilely taken over AMC. We have. I'm not saying that's bad. So everyone that's going to like, but it's the truth. It's reality. It's what's happening. Now, you're AMC. So what you want to do is go, okay, we're debt free now. We want share buybacks. We want them. Why? Because we want to regain a seat at our own table. Do you think AMC wants to fucking be publicly traded and have everyone else tell them what they can and cannot do? Fuck no. Every company's goal is to fucking own your own company and have control and power. You want to do this shit. You're going to want to do that. And what do share buybacks do? They fuck shorts up the ass. Deep. I'm talking deep. We're talking 11 to 13-inch shit, dude. We're talking the big daddies out there. People are running from this guy. That's what that shit does, dude. You want to freak out shorts? Talk about share buybacks. And now, I just want to wait to see the chat's response. Sorry. I mean, I just love you. Gotta throw some humor in there. You know, you gotta get a little funny. If we can't laugh at stuff, you know, we all gotta lighten up a little bit. Have some fun. But either way, like I said, now you're doing share buybacks. Now you got fucking shorts freaking the fuck out. Now the short thesis is dead. Now they're doing share buybacks. The pressure on shorts is so fucking crazy at this point. They're fucked. They're literally raped. And there's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do. Nothing. I mean, it's literally the end of it. And at that point, I mean, they could still have, I mean, even if they did $2 billion, you could still have $3 billion in the bank. And now, this is why I keep telling you guys, just pretend this happens. Now watch this. Let me show you how fucked they would be. What would happen? What would happen if all of a sudden we paid off AMC's debt? And AMC, because they're close, you guys. This is why I keep stressing this. Get to the movies. Get to the movies. Make this fucking number huge. We have a chance to break 2.5 billion. Let's fucking do it. Let's make that our goal for the movement. Get to the movies. Get this shit as high as we can. What would happen if AMC by next quarter or before Avatar? You guys think of how fucking big Avatar is going to be. If they had their debt paid off and AMC was profitable. Could you imagine? What the hell are you going to do now? You're fucked. There is nothing they can do. So I'm saying, man, this ape thing is so fucking 13 inches. Yeah, dude, you're running, man. You're running in fear from that shit. But that's what I'm saying, you guys. Like, there's so much options, benefits, and what you're going to do as a CEO, okay? As a CEO, you're going to go, all right, we paid off debt. We did some share buybacks. We have billions in the bank, or whatever they have at this point. So they're going to say, is there any... When is it beneficial now? Because at this point, you can now say, when is it beneficial to convert AMC or ape to AMC? And you know when it would do that is when you can pay back your shorts, or you can pay us back during the squeeze. You can no, I can't do it during the squeeze, I guess, because we can't time it. We have to vote on it. God, I wish we didn't have to fucking vote on it now. We'll have to vote on it, but he could pay us back at this point when AMC's debt free. AMC's fucking price naturally is like fucking, I don't know. I mean, can you imagine AMC debt free and has billions in the bank? The price would be like, it's the #1 movie chain. I don't know what it'd be naturally at that point. $75? I don't know. And you switch it over. And then we get our value back through Ape. Ape also, you guys, gets a special enhanced dividend. So, people that hold on to their Ape shares will also be collecting an accelerated, it literally says accelerated dividend. So, not only is it going to, like I said, this benefits long-term holders of Ape. We can, oh man, I'm trying to think of what else we can, like, man, there's so much shit we can fucking do. But by the time we want him to vote on converting, it's like, all right, our squeeze took place, or all right, we think they're so fucked that it's time, like I said, we can control when it happens. We can control everything. This is 100% controllable. Lou. Yeah, you got Black. Yeah, and that's the thing. Black Panther 2. You got Avatar 2. You got, dude, that quarter. It's just gonna get better, dude. These quarters are just gonna get better and better, and they're already fucking nuts, dude. But this is what I'm saying. All this FUD going around, all of this crying, all of these people going, I don't know what Adam Aaron's plan is. He's telling you it. He's literally telling you it. I'm going to dilute Ape. It fundamentally strengthens the shit out of the company, and it gives us a way for everyone to win. If everybody sticks with the cause, Ape's price will be super high. So everybody going, this is what I want people to realize. Why the fuck would I sell my Ape? So why don't I just double my Ape? Or blah, blah, blah. That's the question. Why don't I sell Ape to double my AMC position? You can, I guess, in a sense. If we have enough pressure, it doesn't matter. But I just showed you, Ape's going to fucking fly up. Ape, and as long as the movement is behind it and buying it, Ape's value is going to always fucking be there. The price act, it's going to go up to the point where we all start, either the squeeze happens, you'll know when the Ape's value is going to start going down, but it should jump up so drastically, you're going to make so much more on Ape. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I guess you could. There's a whole bunch of ways. This is what I'm saying. When I made that video earlier, you're going to all need to make a choice with this. You got to finally figure out what you want to do. Because if you want the squeeze, you buy, you hold Ape, you let them get a little dilution, you let them pay the debt off, you let all that pressure go through it, you trust the process. And you stick to the fucking plan of buy and hold. Buy and hold. And in the end result, you trust that all of this that I just showed you will happen, go through, and it accomplishes everything. Adam Aaron and AMC want to move on from the Ape community, I promise you. And it's not in a bad way. Imagine if you were a fucking business owner and all of a sudden you got taken over. Anyone wants to own their thing. Nobody wants to have anybody have say over them. And that's not a bad thing for AMC to want to move on from us, this movement. They want us all to win. Another thing they want is us to win. Why? So we are fucking customers for life. Why? What the fuck is the point of saving AMC of them going through these years worth of saving AMC to piss off your customer base so the company just dies anyways? That doesn't even fucking make sense. You see what I mean? It's like all these things people, oh, Adam Aaron's out to get us. Why? His best interest is to fucking help us. On top of that, he has fucking 800,000 shares. If AMC skyrockets, this fucker can make hundreds of millions. He continuously gets more and more and more. You don't think he wants AMC? The dude can fucking retire off his AMC position alone, dude. If all goes right. He can make more than what these hedge funds can fucking offer him. There's no reason. He wants it too. Man. So I'm saying, everything everyone's whined about. Adam, get us this, do this. He's done it. Meanwhile, what is Ryan Cohen doing? Dude, he even comes out and he meets us. He meets you at theaters. He has greets with you guys. He has greetings. I don't see Ryan interacting with people. Yeah, he does funny tweets, and every once in a while he'll say something, but he's not like, hey, yeah, everybody, this is what's going on with the but everyone loves the fucking shit out of him. Like I said, I'm not saying Ryan's worse than AA. I don't care. I like them both. I think they're both great. They have different strengths, different weaknesses. They come from different backgrounds. You have to stop comparing Adam to Ryan, and you have to stop thinking Ryan's this golden fucking child. And this is the standard. Like Ryan's way is the standard. I have GameStop, I have AMC. I want them both to squeeze. I fucking love them both. They're both getting fucked. But I mean, why are you in this if you think both of your CEOs are out to get you? I'm going to buy into a stock for a squeeze potential, but I think the CEO of that stock wants that squeeze to not happen. So I'm just gonna keep buying. Like I said, it's like good grief, people. You can't have your cake and eat it too, man. Everyone, every CEO of every company wants to fucking get rid of shorts. They all hate them. They all fucking hate him, dude. Ryan is absolutely more handsome. I agree. Yeah, right. Did you see Adam's new haircut, bro? I think Wired put up his new fucking haircut today. Buddy Wired, he put up his he got a brand new haircut. See if I can't find it. See that shit? Look at that fade, dude. See what I'm saying? Yeah, dude. I mean, we literally are the hedge. We're literally the biggest hedge fund out there. In a sense, like, God, we have more power than you guys realize. Like I said, we're destroying the fucking everything, dude. Every one of these douchebags are getting fucked up. He's fucking resorting to buying houses, dude. He's resorting to buying houses because they can't steal them. He's resorting to give them to his mom as a gift so she can make it a primary residence so we can't take it. Every day you see banks are getting fucked. Banks are freaking out. Phase 6 hasn't even hit. And you have people fucking going crazy. Wait till Phase 6 happens. It's like 2.5 weeks away. Yes, it's going to take... It's not going to happen day of September 1st. Phase 6 will take time to process. And one thing that it makes it sucky is it is only on new master agreements, which will take time to add up for margins. But what I expect to see after Phase 6 is you're going to start seeing banks getting margined. You're going to start hearing family offices you've never even fucking heard of before. Like Archegos. Okay, what's this stupid thing? And Mr. Bill Huang. Mr. Billy Huang. He says, they try to margin call me, so I hung up. They tried to margin call me, so I hung up. You know what I'm saying? He hung up the phone. Oh, Mr. Bill. That was a funny meme. But I expect us to start seeing adherence of family offices get margin called you never heard of. I expect to see smaller banks that are trying some of this bullshit in ISDA. Well, I guess they're considered smaller firms or maybe smaller market makers, but those firms are like, they're managing billions in assets. So, I mean, you're going to start seeing those types of you're going to start seeing, like I said, you should start hearing a whole bunch of, all right, these guys are susceptible to margins, a whole bunch of shit. You're going to start hearing people you've never even heard of. This was one of the ways to finally watch family offices. This is one way you are finally going to get regulation on family offices. This is fucking huge. This is a massive deal. Why? Family offices have $7.6 trillion in assets that we know of. Family offices do not disclose positions. No F-13 or 13Fs. They don't need to tell us what they have. So if they have 7.6 trillion that we know of, what the fuck do they have that we don't know of? You had Bill Huang that we thought had 1 billion But it turns out he had 160 billion. So if one family office is over leveraged 159 billion more than we know of, what's the real number? Who the fuck knows? 9 trillion, 10 trillion. Now, if you look at hedge funds, guess what they manage? 3.8 or is it like or the 3.4 trillion, which means unregulated family offices manage twice as much as hedge funds, and they're unregulated and they do not disclose positions. So to have finally have regulation on over 7.6 trillion in assets is a massive deal. And not only is it going to be regulation, it's going to be non-market related regulation, which is a third party that is not a regulatory body of the United States, which means no DTCC who currently writes master agreements. So that massive conflict of interest is finally taken away, which is a big deal. People that are supposed to be doing the margin calls will actually have to do it because the rest of the world will be watching them. So it's a massive deal. Alrighty, I feel like I've talked for quite a while and I have yet to answer any questions. So I'm going to take this moment to read some chat. So chat, if you guys have any questions, I'll be staring at this chat for the next like 30, 40 seconds. Let's go ahead and take some questions here. Let's see what we got going. Here. Check this out. Retail investors place hedge funds as an 800-pound gorilla. Yeah, I mean, like I said, dude, everyone, they're all panicking. This has been a Ponzi scheme. It's just a Ponzi scheme. That is all the stock market is. It's a giant fucking Ponzi scheme where you have Peter robbing from Paul to fucking pay back Jeff. It's just, which is always, the problem is retail. Now, you always have, it's just literally everyone fucking funnels retail. So every fucking penny you put in, guess what? Broker needs his cut. Market maker needs his cut. Well, now he's gonna fucking do he's gonna do some more things. He's gonna fucking front run your ass. You know? He's gonna fucking do all sorts of shit. He's gonna delay your shit. He's gonna delay your fucking fulfillment. He's gonna fucking short your stock so you sell lower. He's gonna do whatever the hell he wants to it. So he's got to get his chop down. He's got to get his fucking chop down. You got hedge funds out there. They're going to short it down. They got to get their little fucking chop down. You got family offices out there. They got to get their little chop down by shorting, whatever. And then you got the fucking regulators, the fucking police officers of the fucking market over here getting their chop down in fucking small bullshit fines and jobs, because each one of these fucking cocksuckers blow enough people in these businesses and let them get away with enough shit, they eventually give them a job to fucking pay them for it. So it's just a big ass Ponzi scheme. Well, what happens when fucking retail goes fuck off, or they hold like we've been doing, no matter what, no one's selling? So these fucking market makers they just keep fucking making shares and making fucking shares and selling out shit they don't fucking have. They have payment for order flow. They have OTC market to fucking hide it all. They don't give a fuck. They got the derivatives market to hide it. They don't give a shit. They can put it wherever the fuck they want. And eventually, if we just keep holding, the only way it works is if we sell, because eventually, what are you going to do? You're going to have FTDs, or you're going to have this. You're going to have a diamond situation. You're going to have the fucking CMK diamonds. Where the hell is my... There it is. All right. There's a case in history, and I know people talked about this a year ago, and I feel like it needs to be brought back up. I feel like the attention should go back to it because of what's happening with Ape. And I wanted to bring this up earlier, but I ended up going on a rant like always and completely lost my fucking place. So, one of the reasons why I want so many people in this movement, their goal, everyone says like the goal. Everyone's goal here is, like, expose your synthetics, expose synthetics. Let's expose synthetics. Let's show everyone what's going on. Let's blah blah blah. Let's do this. Like this is everyone's like. If we do this, we win. Well, that's not the case. And I want you guys to understand this. And I want you to look at this. And I want you to read our situation on what's going on. Because if you haven't heard of this, if you have never heard of CMKX Diamond, you're in for a treat. Now, back in the day, there's a giant lawsuit, and this is still pending, and this is what I don't want to have happen to us. So we're gonna look. It's still pending, and this is like a decade. It's been a decade. I literally know people that have certificates, literal certificates of this stock in their safe. CMK Diamond. We're gonna go ahead and just read this. So there was a lawsuit. It's the biggest lawsuit versus the SEC. Now, if you guys read this, so that it was a lawsuit and the CMK was blah 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 for damages in the amount of $3.78 trillion. Now, I want to read this part here because it gets very fucking interesting. Okay. During the period June 1st, 2024 through October 28th, 2005, so over a course of 1 year. Okay. A total of 2.25 trillion phantom shares of CMXK Diamond Inc. was sold into the public market through legitimate brokers, illegitimate brokers and dealers, market makers, hedge funds, ex-clearing transactions, and private transactions, which are master agreements, which I showed you before. Now I'm going to go ahead and read that off one more time. During the period of June 1st, 2004 through October 28th, 2005, a total of 2.25 trillion phantom shares of CMKM Diamonds was sold into the public through legitimate brokers, illegitimate brokers, market makers, hedge funds, ex-clearings, and private transactions, which are master agreements. 2.25 trillion phantom shares. That is fucking insane. Now, not only is it 2.25 trillion, that's in one fucking year. Guys, we've been in this play for 2 fucking years. How many are out there? How many were out there before we even got involved? So everyone out there go, oh, it never happened, can't happen, blah, 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 billions. Nope, you're fucking dumb. There's no way. Oh? These people are still fucking holding their shit. You guys, watch this. Brokers deleted shares. Brokers were deleting phantom shares. Deleting them. People were looking in their account and woke up the next day and their shit was gone. Their broker deleted it from the record. This is why I told you guys, the day that Ape is issued, take screenshots. Email your broker. I have told you this to protect yourself. Email your broker and say, I want a fucking email stating how much I have and what I'm going to get right now. Fuck off. You need it all. They literally deleted people's shit. They were literally deleting this dude. It's unreal. This shit's real life. People are fucking holding this shit years later. Like I said, this was a year ago, but I want to bring it back up because this was my number one fear. Everyone who wants exposure of the fucking shorts. What happens if this happens? What if we're another CMK fucking Diamonds? So, my point was forever. You get a Moaz or a squeeze by getting rid of AMC's debt. You have to get him debt fucking free. You have to kill the short thesis. That is the way to do it. Make the stock price naturally rise so much that that it rises so much that with us holding it, it's naturally just sitting at $75, $80. Because you have the $50 it should be at, plus all of us holding it on top of that. The supply should be gone. It should be naturally sitting at $70, $80, which no squeeze that's at like a $12 position could take it to $70 for a hit. The way you get these squeezes is you have to put pressure on short positions. The way you do that is you fucking get AMC profitable. You kill their thesis. You get them fucked. Any thought that institutions are readying themselves to buy individual investor of APE, thereby increasing their market share ahead of us? There's not going to be enough out there. We already have it all issued. We think there's no way that they can possibly do that, my friend. Bro, what do you want us to do? Screenshots, pictures, and emails? And then you can go on your fucking broker. You can look at history transactions. And that's the other thing you do. You print history transactions. You do this all, guys. You got to do all this shit before this even gets released. Just in case. It's still fucking going. I mean, look at all this shit it's going through. It's crazy. Fucking nuts, dude. Like I said, they're all in this shit together. They will all fuck us if they have the chance. It's unreal, man. I'm thinking there are so many synthetics ape can't be delivered. Well, then, if that's the case, you're gonna, like I said, you're gonna have brokers that have done rehypothecation. And they're going to have to go out and they're going to have to scramble and buy ape, which is why ape should rise. And ape should be super volatile because you have so much of a demand, it's going to be insane. The demand of ape should be fucking ridiculous. Alrighty, I'm just going to go ahead and read the chat for a little bit here. I'm going to probably go for another like 15 minutes. Getting kind of tired to get up in the morning too. I got to get up at 5. Alright, does anyone have any other questions on anything that I didn't cover? Where are my mods? What's wrong with what's going on? What do my mods need for? I don't see no spamming. But does anyone have any questions at all? Asia should team up with Highcroft. Yeah, I mean, I said eventually they could do a gold dividend or a gold back dividend if Highcroft has the gold that they would be able to give to AMC, but AMC would have to purchase gold from Highcroft and use that to back the dividend. And at that point, I don't even see the point of it. So there'll be shortages, and once it occurs, brokers have two options: buy AMC at open and get more CS8. That's the thing. I mean, these brokers are pretty fucked. And honestly, you know, over these last couple weeks, you guys, you've seen that buying pressure. We jumped back up to $27. That's the brokers buying. That's just not us. Think about it. Think about it this way. Retail, how long was it? We were sitting at what? 12 to like fucking, no, it wasn't even 12. We were sitting at like 11 to like $15 forever, right? But retail wasn't buying enough then, but out of nowhere, retail starts buying at 20 to 27, and then we sit there enough and buy to jump it up there. No. Brokers got involved. Brokers that have done rehypothecation, that are trying to get ahead, of Ape, have been buying, which has been the pressure, which I told you guys before, leading up into these couple weeks. I was telling you, you're going to see the buying pressure. It's going to go up a couple, maybe $8, $9, and then you're going to see, because of these brokers having to buy it, to put that on along with us. Because it's not like suddenly more people just jumped into AMC to this point. I don't even remember where the fuck I put it. Yeah, here you go. Like I said, I mean, I've put this out a while ago. Brokers are going to start buying like crazy. They don't want to deal with the headache, and they can't do an FTD. Anyone that's done rehypothecation is going to get fucked. They're going to have to start buying now. They're going to get fucked. Rehypothecation is a hell of a drug, my friends. It's a drug for these fuckers. Reactor, thank you. I appreciate that, my friend. And thank you, buddy. My mom's, dude, she's doing really good, man. She beat that cancer. She's been in remission. It's the kind she has, unfortunately, will never go away because it's T-cell non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is in her white blood cells. So basically, it'll never go away, but it's to this point where, they can get it in recession. It takes a long time, but eventually she'll pass away from it. But it's somewhere she could, live, another good 5-10 years, but it has its ups and down moments where it flares up and it gets real bad. But thank you, man. Appreciate that. I mean, I'm excited too because my birthday is on August 24th, so I'm super jacked up because basically Adam Aaron gave me a fucking birthday present. I'm super jacked for this. Should be a good couple weeks here. Alrighty, you're the go, Grandpa P. I love Grandpa, man. Barney is one of my all-time favorite people, man. He's in here everyone. He never misses a stream. I love Barney. Barney, I think you were my first mod, dude. It was you or Pam was my first mod ever. Alright, now see. I definitely CC myself. Today was the worst birthday I've had. Bittersweet. Lazy, I'm sorry you had a bad birthday, man. If there's anything I could do to help you out, please let me know, dude. I will definitely try and make it a little better for you, buddy. But that sucks, dude. I'm sorry you had a bad birthday. Happy birthday. Yeah, it will make you a ton of money. You'll either get money through the dividend, it should shoot up right away. You could, I mean, like I said, a lot of people, if you're just in this to make, a good little quick buck, maybe you go from $8 to $30 to $100. How many people would have sold at that? Well, this will shake out people that aren't diamond hands. That's another thing Ape's gonna do is they'll shake up. Maybe Ape jumps up to $100 and that gets rid of your fucking paper hands right there. There you go, paper hands. Go ahead, sell your Ape, not your AMC. Don't sell AMC because if you're a paper hand, don't sell AMC because that helps shorts. But if your Ape goes up and you want a paper hand at $100, if it hits it, go ahead. That does not. So that way, if you sell, you don't help shorts, and you can get the fuck out and make your quick money and get the fuck out, paper hand away, bro. Leave it to the diamond hands, and we will fucking take care of the rest through 8. Bubba, new subscriber. Love you, my friend. Appreciate that. Love when I get subscribers. I know people are actually gonna learn some shit, not fucking follow Lou into a mountain, dude. Lou is gonna drive some fuckers off a cliff, and I just, I'll try and catch as many as I can, man, but I only got, a parachute so big. Fucking that guy's bringing over a fucking army. 87,000 followers fucking blows my mind, dude. And yeah, I mean, maybe I'll do some more videos too that are smaller. I know that's like my number one requested thing is do videos that aren't 3 hours long every time. I'll start chopping some stuff down and whatever. Maybe I'll take a live stream and chop it into like a couple segments so people don't have to sit there and fucking wait 3 hours to hear stuff. Plus the first 15 minutes of this shit was fucking me trying to get my mic to work. Alrighty, let's see what we got going on there. My price view for AMC is 300 to 30K. That's right, Bigums. Yeah, I mean, everyone's got their price. I'll never let anyone know mine. Do what's best for you and your family in the end of the day. That's all that matters. You and your family will have to live with you, whatever you sell. Just whatever you guys do, when you sell, don't ever fucking regret it. Sell and don't just stare at it and be like, man, I could have done this or this or this. You never look at that. Just when you're ready to sell, hit that button and just be fucking happy and be like, dude, I made whatever. 1 million, 2 million, 3 million. That's life-changing money, man. No matter what, that's life-changing fucking money. Do you think scavenger is cool? What do you mean by scavenger? Yuan. I don't know what you mean by scavenger, my friend. Talking about the game, company, a person. Please answer my question. It's important. Matt, Matt, I didn't see your question. Ask it again one more time. I'm trying to go find it right now. How will they get MC? Are you saying more collateral? If it only affects, you're done. Fucking, like I said, I'm tired, man. How will they get margin call if it's only new agreements? It's not just because it's new agreements. What it's gonna end up doing is every time they open a new agreement, they have to do a deposit. So right now, okay, yeah, let me explain. That's a good question, my friend. Scavenger is another ape, has a channel. I don't know. I've never even heard of him in my life. I've never watched him before. I don't really watch YouTubers, my friend. So phase 6. That was a good ass question. How are they going to get margin called? All right. Well, what phase 6 does. So currently, right now, it is impossible pretty much for these guys to get margin called, as you see through fucking Archegos, because they are done between two people. So you have basically their handshake agreement. And what they do currently is when they do a trade, so you'll have a huge bank, you'll have a big bank, which is your fucking Goldman, JP Morgan, all these fucking tool bag pieces of shit. And then they'll do a trades with like market makers, smaller banks, blah, blah, blah. Well, currently what happens is that right now they have what is called a credit support annex. So they can attach a credit support annex to this piece of paper they call a master agreement. And when they do that, what the credit support annex currently shows is that they have collateral. Okay, so there's currently no deposit. There's no deposit of said collateral. So what they're able to do is take the same credit support annex and attach it to different master agreements. Okay, this is what Archegos did to go from 1 billion to 160. They were able to rehypothecate their assets, which were called total return swaps. And a total return swap is the way to show that you have the assets or show you own like an underlining of a stock, but you actually don't own the stock. It's a way to own a stock through the derivatives market. It's a complete joke. Now, currently, you can sit there and open master agreements with this same collateral. Now, what phase 6 is going to do is it stops this infinite glitch, okay? So this is what's going to cause the margin calls. So it's going to stop this infinite glitch when they try to open and use the same collateral. So now when they go to a bank, once this starts, you're going to now see phase 6 has taken place. Now, you will see this trade. It is no longer done just between these two. You will have the big banker, you will have the market maker, let's say, and you will have a third party. Now, the third party will oversee the trade, so they will no longer be able to write bullshit fucking options because they had bullshit fucking contracts that gave a lot of leeway. They also had things that were called sham resets and sham closeouts, which they were able to fake, showing that they covered short positions by actually creating a derivatives contract, and then they would say that they received the shares of the total return swaps, which show that they had the assets. They never received the shares, but they were able to temporarily fill the position, which was able to reset it from the reg show list, which gave the appearance of a closeout without closing the shares. Now, this will stop that. On top of it, when these guys come in to say this was what will cause a margin call, when they go into the bank, they will say, hey, I have this much collateral on this credit support annex. Well, that's going to add up, okay? So now they need to deposit $50 million, and they need to show that they have the collateral to cover the trade. Well, let's say they go there and they go there. Well, how are they going to show collateral on credit support annexes with old things if the old things no longer can be backed up? Because now you can't use this on different master agreements, which will start to make them voided. Do you see what I'm saying? So when they go to open more agreements, they will end up either getting denied or they'll get margin called through the threshold of the $50 million per deposit per master agreement. I hope that made sense to you. So that's what's going to cause the margins on the newer contracts. So you don't necessarily need the old ones. And the old contracts are why you had Iron Mountain burning all of those data fires and starting all those data center fires with master agreements. Because if you look at the process on ISDA, what ISDA does is unlike the OCC and unlike traditional stock markets. So when you have a traditional market, we can go ahead and show you the webs here quick, okay? So you have a traditional market, you'll have retail. And, well, actually, we'll just do it this way. Most of the time for the stock market down here, it'll be like retail, okay? We'll just make it easy. So you have your broker down here. They send it over to CBOE. CBOE will send it over to the OCC to clear the transaction and basically make sure that everything is good to go, okay? So you have, we'll just say the counterparty here, okay? So this is the person buying the option. So broker will be your counterparty. So your counterparty to the broker. So now in the way ISDA works is you have it like this. So instead of the OCC backing it, the OCC makes sure that all the funds clear for the trade, okay? There is no OCC inside the derivatives market. So what is you have here is you have the counterparty and you have the bank writing the agreement. And then instead of it going, it goes and it's posted to ISDA. Now, instead of it going to CBOE to be posted, this bank who wrote the contract himself, which is conflict of interest, he sends the information to ISDA to be posted. So he posted him fucking self, which is where the conflict of interest comes into play. He can tell them whatever the fuck he wants. Well, currently there's no OCC either to verify that the funds actually can be cleared. It's just posted to ISDA and cleared by these fuckers themselves. The corrupt piece of shit who writes it. So, Phase 6 creates an OCC market by making a third party who will oversee the transaction, who will see the deposit, and will clear funds on the credit support annex. Okay. So Phase 6 is fucking huge. Like, I'm jacked. I have never been more jacked than Phase 6. My charts are giving you a headache? I'm sorry, buddy. I like to draw, man. Not good at it, but I feel like people learn visually better. So I'm sorry. Alright, what you got going on here? It's the brokers who keep fulfilling buy and sell orders. It's the brokers. No, it's the brokers, but it's also the market makers. It's the brokers going, all right, I need this order. The market maker fills the order, and the broker goes, all right, I have shares. So yeah, the brokers are doing it. They're also lending shit out, which is a problem of the brokers is through rehypothecation, the stock borrow program. But it's all the market makers. They can sit there and do Rule 203B. They can fill orders before they locate shares through Rule 203B1. Alrighty, what we got going on here? So we're gonna squeeze the shit out of Ape or what? I think Ape's gonna fly up, dude. I think Ape's price should fly up. Matt Core sounds like Napoleon Dynamite's older brother. Yeah, he kind of does. Man. Matt Kors. I know. I don't even want to get into the tubers anymore right now. I feel like I've ranted on the tubers, but yeah, I mean, like I said, this fucking clown here makes 30 episodes, 30 videos, 30 this weekend of AMC, 30, but he's not a YouTuber. He makes 10K a week, $10,000 to $12,000 a week. Lou makes in views, so you guys know. He doesn't take super chats because he can't. Go ahead and look up his past history with financial advice and wire fraud and all these other things. But he wanted you guys to make him feel like he's a great guy because he fucking doesn't accept the super chats. Said, guys, we gotta grow, we gotta evolve, we gotta stop watching the same dumb fucks that are gonna run us off a fucking cliff. He's made it, yeah. But I gotta get going, man. I gotta get up at 5, dude. I'm only asleep for like 4 hours today. I should. What day is it? Tuesday night. Maybe I'll come on tonight. We'll see what the wifeys wants to do. It's all about the wifeys in the end of the day. If she's not doing nothing, then yeah, I'll probably jump on tomorrow if it's going crazy. Maybe I'll stream during the market hours one day, and maybe tomorrow we'll just stream during market hours, and all I'll do is watch other people's YouTubes, and we'll just make fun of them. Alrighty. All right. I'm gonna get going though, you guys. I'll probably be on tomorrow, but we'll see. Thank you guys for listening. Appreciate it all. Love you. Hopefully we cleared up all the FUD, and hopefully you guys, feel a lot better about this fucking dividend. Because like I said, this dividend is honestly, it's incredible. It is incredible for every one of us. All right, guys. Have a good night.